Welcome back, everybody. Today is the fourth Sunday of Advent, so we get to light all 4 candles today. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Like St Alphonsus did a few Sundays ago, there is a beautiful meditation about the birth of Jesus. And so today there's a longer one, and so I'm going to just read the entire thing.
And when you are listening to this, I want you to use your imagination, mental prayer. Just enter into these words, make this prayer your own, and let Jesus come and minister to your heart.
Octavius Augustus, the Emperor of Rome, wishing to know the strength of his empire, decreed that there be a general numbering of all his subjects. There went out a decree that the whole world should be enrolled. As soon as this decree was promulgated, Joseph obeyed immediately. He does not even wait till his holy spouse should be delivered, though the time is near. I say he obeyed immediately and set out on his journey with Mary, then pregnant to the divine word, to go and enroll himself in the city of Bethlehem, to be enrolled with Mary his espoused wife, who was with child. The journey was a long one, for according to some authors, it was 90 leagues, that is 4 days' journey, long and difficult, for they had to traverse mountains and steep paths, through the wind, the rain, and the cold. When a king makes his first entry into a city of his kingdom, what honors are not prepared for him? What preparations are not made? And triumphal arches erected? Do thou, then, O happy Bethlehem, prepare thyself to receive thy king with honor. But behold these 2 illustrious pilgrims, Joseph and Mary, who bears within her womb the Savior of the world, are about to enter into Bethlehem. They enter and go to the house of the imperial minister to pay the tribute and to enroll themselves in the book as subjects of Caesar, where they also inscribe the offspring of Mary, namely, Jesus Christ, who was the Lord of Caesar and of all the princes of the earth, but who acknowledges them, who goes before them to show them honor, who salutes them, and who receives them. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. They travel like poor people, and as such they are despised. They are treated even worse than the other poor, and are driven away. Yes, for it came to pass, when they were there, her days were accomplished, that she should be delivered. Mary knew that the time of her delivery was come, and that it was here, and on this night, that the incarnate Word willed to be born, and to manifest himself to the world. She therefore told Joseph, and he hastened to procure some lodgings in the houses of the townspeople, so as not to take his spouse to the inn to be delivered, as it was not a becoming place for her to be, besides which it was then full of people. But Joseph found no one to listen to him, and very likely he was insulted and perhaps called a fool by some of them for taking his wife about at that time of night, and in such a crowd of people, when she was near her delivery, so that at last he was obliged, unless he would remain all night in the street, to take her to the public inn, where there were many other people lodging that night. He went there, but they were refused admittance, even there, and they were told that there was no room for them. There was no room for them in the inn. Room was found for all, even the lowest, but not for Jesus Christ. These poor travelers, then, seeing themselves repulsed on every side, leave the city to try and find some place of refuge without its walls. They walk on in the dark. They go round about and examine, till at last they see a grotto, which was cut out of stone in the mountain under the city. Beardus, Bede, and Brocardus say that the place where Jesus Christ was born was a rock that had been excavated under the walls of Bethlehem, divided off from the city, and like a cavern, which served as a stable for cattle. When they came to it, Mary said to Joseph, "There is no occasion to go any further. Let us go into this cave and remain here." "What?" replied Joseph. "My spouse, dost thou not see that this cave is quite exposed, that it is cold and damp, and that water is running down on all sides? Dost thou not see that it is no lodging for men, but it is a shed for beasts? How canst thou stop here all night and be delivered here?" Then Mary said, "It is nevertheless true that this stable is the royal palace in which the eternal Son of God desires to be born on earth." Oh, what must the angels have said when they saw the Divine Mother enter into this cave to bring forth her Son? The sons of princes are born in rooms adorned with gold. They have cradles enriched with precious stones, fine clothes, a retinue of the first lords of the kingdom. And has the King of heaven nothing but a cold stable, without a fire to be born in, some poor swaddling clothes to cover him, a little straw for his bed, and a vile manger in which to lie? "Where is the palace?" asks St. Bernard. "Where is the throne? Where," says the saint, "is the court? Where is the royal palace for this King of heaven? For I see nothing but 2 animals to keep him company, and a manger for cattle, where he must be laid." O happy grotto, that witnessed the birth of the divine word! Happy manger, to have had the honor of receiving the Lord of heaven! Happy straw, which served as a bed to him who sits on the shoulders of the seraphim! Ah, when we think of the birth of Jesus Christ, and of the manner in which it took place, we ought all to be inflamed with love. And when we hear the names of cave, manger, straw, milk, tears, in reference to the birth of our Redeemer, these names ought to be so many incitements to our love, and arrows to wound our hearts. Yes, happy was that grotto, that crib, that straw, but still happier are those souls who love this amiable Lord with fervor and tenderness, and who receive him in Holy Communion into hearts burning with love. Oh, with what desire and pleasure does not Jesus Christ enter into and repose in a heart that loves him?